Hey, blessings. Hey, everybody. Good morning. It is now 8:08. 8:08. The circle like that. 7:02. I remember that time. It was so hot back in the 90s. Anyways, yo, welcome to Life's Place. Thank y'all for the likes, the loves, the shares. And I appreciate all the subscribers, yo. I'm like 3,000 some. Oh, thank y'all. Yo, this one is shit, I just forgotten. I just wrote the title. Yo, folks are just upset that you really are chasing your dreams. You are really taking the cap off of yourself and living that unlimited thought, unlimited dream, unlimited life, where you don't have a cap to yourself. There is no limitation. The universe is forever expanding. So why not you type of mentality? You got to keep from those that really chose to stop dreaming because they chose the safe side of life where they didn't want they don't want people upset. They didn't want to make people mad. They don't want people to be sad. They don't want people to you know be feeling a ways because you chose another way. You chose a different path. You chose a path that was just for you, that you created just for you because it felt better for you. It's the fact that some people chose the safe route because it was safer for them to move in a way where they didn't inflict no damage on anyone's side but their own. Whereas they took everyone's problems, everyone's burdens, everyone's stress, everyone's issues as their own and lived that life more so than letting everybody else take care of their own shit, and you live your life. It's the ones that want you to carry their shit more so than you actually having time for your stuff. It's the ones that really want you to follow the path that they themselves don't even want to follow or even light following. Some people just don't want you to create your own steps, let alone walk your own steps. Therefore, they're capping you. They're limiting you. They're telling you that you can't go no further than they want you to, than they think you should. It's like some people are just most upset at themselves, but want to blame others. That's how they share the karma. They want others to really take heed to their thoughts, their opinions, and their advice and guidance in where it stops them, it limits them, it caps them. You shouldn't do that. Don't go there. That's not for you because to them, it was safer not to do. It didn't cause any damage anywhere where they're just stopping themselves. The ones that want to cap you and say that no, you can't do that because our people just can't do that when our people has been doing a lot of things. Whereas you got to look at history as to why a lot of laws, rules, and regulations were implemented on certain peoples for them not to overcap themselves or over limit themselves to what is unlimited, where there is no caps at anything, where there's some that just wants you to stop overall because you're doing too much, whereas they just didn't want to do anything at all. Some are really just that lazy. Some are truly just that procrastinating, where they just never do anything. Whereas there are days where you can chill, where you can just relax and just let yourself just daydream, right? But then there are days where you just keep on moving. And sometimes that moving in what it is that you love to do for you and it's actually working for you will keep you moving as if, you know what, that movement really isn't work for you. Those that choose, it's like the ones that really fluff up their resume to get a job, or a career that has the biggest of income, the largest of incomes, where they don't even like the job, but they want the job, they want the position. They'll step on everybody's neck, break fucking toes and shit like that just to get that position, but never like it, never put no love into it, no input in it, but they just love to spend the money for it. It's that type of energy. Don't go nowhere. Don't expand yourself. Don't acknowledge the challenges of life, whereas you want to you want to venture towards those challenges to see if you can challenge yourself. Is it really a challenge when life really wants to challenge you is the question. Because some people don't want to feel challenged. They don't want to be challenged and they don't want to challenge themselves. Therefore, the lazy and the procrastinating energy really suits them. Whereas they'll be mad at you for chasing your dreams because procrastinating and being lazy is just not suiting you. It's not the suit that you want to wear, especially on days where you have that motion to keep moving, to keep building, to keep on doing for you. Whereas they have that talk and there's no motion to it, but they'll cause issues for your motion. Whereas the effects on them, they don't like it because they're still in the same position with no motion. But to cause infliction to those that have and are, whereas they still don't like the effects that they cause. It's the weirdest of things where some people truly do just want you to move in a way where they're not moving, where it seems like everybody's in the same motion of what to do on Tuesdays, where they sit for 8 hours talking about everybody, where no one actually did anything at all. Whereas the ones, bless you, the ones that they're actually talking about are building. So it's like pulling energy from those that's actually building for themselves so that they can feel good for not doing anything for themselves. And it's a good amount of people that actually stand in places where it was all put together for them, and all they have to do is just stand there and pose. But they want to take from those that actually pose for what it is that they do. Weird shit. But they want to get mad at you for not capping yourself. They want to be mad at you for not limiting yourself, for being able to let go of those that really want to hold you in place. Whereas they want you to feel out of place to their uncomfortability in the place that they put themselves, you know? Crazy shit. Because some people really just, some people really do just want you to feel as though that you are obligated to make another feel better because you're doing good. It's like the ones that really do want you to feel bad because you're doing good. They want you upset because you are accomplishing your dreams, you are chasing your dreams. Some people want you really upset because you are not limiting yourself. You don't have a cap on yourself, but they capped themselves. They limited themselves because it was safer. Whereas to take that trip to a country that you've never been to, but always dreamt about, is much more of a fear because they're more in fear of going because, damn, it'll make somebody else feel bad. So they chose the safer route to just talk about the place, and dream about it because the other person or other people can't make it. They don't want to go or they're more in fear. So they succumb to the fear of not going because it's safer. Whereas they'll, you know, they'll actually joke and wish and dream that they actually did take that trip, but the jokes are on themselves for really either causing the effect to make you not want to go on a trip or laughing at themselves for not even wanting to test themselves or challenge themselves on taking that trip because it was safer to stay with those that are in fear of themselves too. It's like some people really do want the safe route in life, but want to limit others and cap others and put fear in others for not going or challenging themselves or doing anything outside of what's comfortable for those that are in fear of doing anything else other than what is comfortable to them. It's like continuing the cycle of misery and stress, of dreaming and wishing, but limiting themselves and capping themselves because it's easier to complain and make excuses than it is to actually put in the effort into the motion that leads to the action, that actually leads them to shit, an expansive mind, a new place, a new thing, a new people where what was comfortable can show them is the uncomfortability in the fear of new things. Whereas the same thing is safer. But those are the same ones that want to take you down because you seem too happy. They can't see you from the height that you're climbing when it comes to yourself, or not limiting yourself, not capping yourself. Whereas the crab in a barrel mentality they will pile themselves on top of each other to pull you off your motherfucking ladder instead of climbing up the fucking barrel, yo. The mentality of some would rather climb on top of each other than to climb out the barrel, just because you are too happy climbing up the ladder yourself. You're climbing out the barrel yourself. You didn't need the attention nor the validation to climb up the fucking ladder. But those that got to climb on top of each other to pull those down that's climbing over feels as though that it's better to team up to climb on top of each other to pull down those that sought nobody to see or look at what they're doing. It was just the discipline in just keep on going, not paying attention to the fuss around you where everybody's climbing on top of each other to get nowhere, but they will climb on top of each other to pull people down, to bring them back to the same place at the bottom of the barrel. Yet not one crab is even thinking of how high they're getting up there. They will pull themselves back down. Yo, it's like building up the pyramid to bring it back down, just to pull people down, just so that everybody is comfortable at the bottom of the barrel. Know that the Most High got you. Have a good one. Bye.